Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. Have you ever picked up a skincare product because the packaging literally promised the absolute world? Glowing skin, instant hydration, a total transformation, only to feel completely disappointed after you actually use it? It's incredibly frustrating, right? We spend so much time, energy, and money trusting these bold marketing claims that just, well, they fail us. The fancy packaging catches our eye, but it rarely tells the real story of what's inside, or honestly, what we're actually missing in our everyday routines. Which brings me to a really important question for you today. Are you skipping the most critical step in your daily skincare routine? Just think about your morning habits for a second. You are probably incredibly diligent about applying your face sunscreen every single day, right? You're carefully layering your complex serums, your moisturizers, making sure your skin is perfectly prepped and totally protected. But wait, what about your mouth? Are you completely neglecting your lips? Well, if you are, I promise you, you're definitely not alone. Section 1. The ultimate skincare blind spot. Uncovering the truth about lip care. Because the reality is, despite all those complex facial serums and super expensive moisturizers we use, our lips are often left totally defenseless against the harsh elements of the outside world. And to understand why that's such a massive problem, we really have to look at the biology. First off, lip skin is significantly thinner and vastly more delicate than the rest of your facial skin. Second, they have zero oil glands. Think about that for a second. Zero. That means they have absolutely no natural way to keep themselves moisturized, which is exactly why they dry out so incredibly fast. And third, they have much less natural melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives our skin its baseline defense against ultraviolet rays. So without it, your lips are basically sitting ducks for sun damage. Now, we need to debunk a massive myth right now about how we usually try to fix this vulnerability. A regular lip balm, the kind we all have floating around at the bottom of our bag or in our pocket right now, it might moisturize, sure, but it offers absolutely zero UV defense. It's a completely incomplete solution. Compare that to an SPF lip balm, which doesn't just moisturize but actively prevents UV damage. It is such a common misconception that just because your lips are small, ordinary lip balm is enough. It's really not. If your balm doesn't have SPF, your lips are completely exposed to radiation all day. Section 2. Why lips are uniquely vulnerable, more than just a sunburn. We need to explore what actually happens when we ignore this biological vulnerability and let UV rays directly hit our unprotected lips day after day. But first, we have got to shatter a very common misconception. Listen to this. UV rays do not take winter breaks. So many people think that SPF lip balm is only for a summer beach vacation or, when you're laying out by the pool. But the source material makes it crystal clear. UV damage occurs year-round. It happens on cloudy days, it happens while you're commuting in the dead of winter, and it happens when you're literally just running out to get groceries. If there is daylight, your lips are taking a hit. And ignoring that year-round UV exposure basically comes down to 3 major real-world costs. First, you've got the immediate aftermath: painful sunburn, swelling, and severe cracking. Nobody wants that. Second is the medium-term effect: persistent pigmentation and darkening. See, repeated UV exposure actually triggers excess melanin production, making your lips appear darker or uneven in tone over time. And third, the long-term cost: premature aging. We spend an absolute fortune on anti-aging products for our face, but unprotected lips will develop fine lines, severe dryness, and lose their natural softness way faster than the rest of your skin. To really hammer this home, there's a highly relatable clinical anecdote from the source material. A patient named Sakshi went to her dermatologist, Dr. Hadav, incredibly frustrated. Sakshi said, "My lips keep getting drier and darker, even though I use lip balm every single day." Dr. Hadav simply asked, "Well, does your lip balm contain SPF?" Sakshi said no. And that is when Dr. Hadav delivered this quote: "Moisturizing helps, but SPF protection is needed to prevent further sun damage and pigmentation." The big takeaway here: you absolutely cannot fix persistent lip darkening or environmental damage with moisture alone. It is biologically impossible. So, what is the baseline number recommended by experts to actually stop this damage in its tracks? It's 30. You need a broad-spectrum SPF of 30 or higher. And broad spectrum is the key word here, because it means it protects against both UVA and UVB rays, effectively shielding that delicate lip barrier from the full spectrum of the sun's harmful radiation. Section 3. Expert Guide to Choosing SPF. Reading the label like a pro. Knowing how to turn over that little tube and actually analyze the ingredient list is exactly how you empower yourself as a consumer. It's how you stop falling for flashy marketing and start making choices that truly benefit your skin. So here's your new playbook.
You want to look for nourishing, barrier-repairing ingredients like shea butter, ceramines, and vitamin E. You also want to keep an eye out for jojoba oil or cocoa butter. These hydrate while actually strengthening your natural moisture barrier. On the flip side, you absolutely must avoid menthol, camphor, and synthetic flavors. These are incredibly common in lip balms, but get this, they are actually irritants. They might give you a temporary cooling tingle that feels nice, but they're drying alcohols that worsen dryness over time, keeping you completely addicted to a product that is secretly harming you.
The overarching philosophy here is that clean, chemical-free self-care really is a daily habit. It's all about consistency and choosing the right formulations. The source material actually notes that exploring clean, chemical-free self-care products, such as those found at retailers like Timb store, can perfectly complement a healthy daily lip care routine. When you combine safe, effective hydration with proper SPF protection, you are setting yourself up for serious long-term success. Building this habit is crucial, so here are your exact step-by-step instructions to integrate this seamlessly into your daily life for maximum protection. Step 1. Apply it every single morning as the very last step of your skincare routine, right alongside your face sunscreen. Just make it automatic. Step 2. Reapply every 2 hours when you're outdoors or after eating, drinking, or wiping your lips. Honestly, keeping a tube in your bag, your car, or at your desk makes this effortless. And Step 3. Wear it year-round. Remember, those UV rays aren't taking winter breaks, so neither should your protection.
Which brings us to a final, kind of provocative thought I want to leave you with today. I want you to ask yourself this right now. Is the lip balm in your pocket right now causing more harm than good? Seriously, I challenge you to audit your own skincare stash today. Go grab that tube, turn it over, and look at the ingredients. If it lacks SPF, or worse, if it's packed with menthol, camphor, and synthetic flavors, it is time for a major upgrade. Your lips are one of the most uniquely delicate areas of your entire body. It is time we started treating them with the care and protection they actually deserve. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this helps you make smarter, healthier choices for your skin.